Heads up, this video is for the current early access version of Card Quest. We may visit this game again later on, and everything is subject to change. Gary Gygax's legacy, Dungeons & Dragons, has been around since the 1970s. In the 40-something years it's been around, it's been in countless forms. 5 different rule set editions, a movie, an animated series, multiple tabletop games, a handful of video games, and countless books. Now, thanks to Winter Spring Games, its spirit has been captured in a digital choose-your-own-adventure style card game. Those are some words that I never thought I'd put together, but you know what? I'm glad I have a reason to string them into existence like that. Card Quest puts you in the boots of a would-be hero in one of 2 currently available adventures, either trying to escape a city infested with undead or lending a helping hand to an usurped dwarven king. At the start of an adventure, you choose your class, either a rogue, a wizard, or a fighter. Each class has their own equipment that determines some of the cards in their deck, and the wizard and fighter both have a secondary resource on top of stamina that serves as mana all classes have. Once you've chosen your class and gear, you're dropped into the start of the adventure. There's a little bit of exposition, and then you fight wave after wave of baddies using your cards and your wits. The game functions in a pretty simple way. You have health, stamina, and in the case of wizards and fighters, a secondary resource. Playing cards costs resources, and cards have different effects. During your turn, you play offensive cards, things that do damage or invoke status effects on enemies. It's important to not use all your stamina on your turn though, because when it's the enemy's turn, you need to use your stamina to play defensive cards to avoid damage. Once the enemy turn is over, you regain 5 stamina and keep on until all the enemies are dead or you yourself kick the bucket. When you inevitably do die, you're kicked back to the title screen and you have to start your adventure from the beginning. The adventures are made up of a number of areas, each split into 7 encounters, including a boss fight at the end of each leg of the journey. Successfully completing an area that you haven't finished before unlocks a new piece of equipment for you. Equipment, trinkets, and armor have varying effects on whatever character has them equipped. An example is the Sharpening Stone, which gives your first 4 attacks +1 damage during each encounter. Now, Card Quest wouldn't be true to the D&D spirit if you couldn't level up. To that end, each of the classes has their own experience points that they can earn and skills that unlock as you level up. As an example, one of the rogue skills lowers the cost of the first card they play in an encounter by 4, making some really kick-ass openers possible. The worst thing about Card Quest is that it could use some balancing work. Encounters are often either extremely difficult or way too easy, and I feel like the main reason for this is the fact that RNG plays such a large role in the game's core mechanics. I also feel that the rogue is either too strong or the other classes need to be buffed a bit. As an aside, leveling seems to have a pretty steep curve on how long it begins to take. I went from level 1 to 3 like it was nothing, but now it's taking ages to hit level 4, and I'm not having much luck getting further in either of the adventures. Card Quest has a lot of potential, like a lot. I'd love to see more adventures and classes, and I think at some point the game could even squeeze in mod support or maybe even special co-op adventures. You can pick it up on Steam for about $8. If you like card games, D&D, or choose your own adventure games, then turn to page 86 and pick this one up. I can't believe I just made that joke. Sorry. Thanks for joining me for this episode of Indie Bytes. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to leave a like and subscribe for more stuff like this. Be sure to check out the other content that we put out on this channel, and remember to drop me a line here on Twitter or through email with any game recommendations that you've got. You can find all that stuff down in the description below. I'll see you next time. Bye!